we'll see what we can get through. Packed it full of information. We want to learn about what is Wanic, who's eligible to attend, why choose Wanic, why choose Skill Center programs, right? We'll talk about that. Where are these programs located, and when and how to register. Here's another snapshot of who we are. This is our boss, Carrie Shue. She's the director / principal. Office staff, and we are located on the Lake Washington Institute of Technology campus, or LW Tech. Does anybody know where that is? Where the campus sits? LW Tech College campus?
I know.
Okay, and we'll talk about that. So we're kind of up the hill from DigiPenn. DigiPenn sits on Willows Road by that golf course, and then we sit up the hill from, my best reference is Taco Bell, up the hill from Taco Bell.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, yeah.
Does anybody know already what Wanic stands for? Kind of a weird word, right? But it's an acronym. And if you know or want to take a guess, we might be able to hand out a piece of candy. I don't know if I can be offering up candy. All right, what are you guessing?
Washington.
Is it up there? Does it say it? And I'm giving it away.
We saw it on the first slide.
All right.
Washington academic.
Can I step in?
Something institute.
It's close. Good try. Washington Network for Innovative Careers. Okay.
Oh, the WA is just Washington.
Yeah, Washington Network for Innovative Careers. All right.
And our boss, she hates it when people say Wanic. She doesn't like that. She likes it Wanic.
It's like saying Nevada.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is even more complicated when you have relatives like I do in Missouri, in a little town, Nevada.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Nevada.
There is Nevada, Missouri.
It is. It's not miserable when it's in the summer. I mean, but I digress. So we are this group, this consortium of 7 school districts across Northeast King County, and we serve students in 34 high schools, 34 or more high schools. There's a few new, like the online high school that came about in this district, Sammamish River Valley Online School. That's new. We do advanced CTE, Career Technical Education. You might also think of that as occupational education credit, right? CTE programs. And a Wanic class would be 3 full credits, 3 high school credits for the whole year. They're year-long classes. We have 21 different Skill Center programs across 9 locations. We'll give some more details about that. Here's kind of the big picture where we are, right? So we span out all the way to Snoqualmie Valley. Students up on State 90 might come down into Issaquah. Issaquah students, there's a program here, but they can go across districts. So all these 7 districts, you're welcome to go across outside of your school district, Lake Washington School District, into these others where the programs exist. And that 3 credits means 3 periods of your school day. We'll give a little more detail about that coming up. So about half your day, right? Maybe in the morning, maybe in the afternoon. Who's eligible? That would be 11th and 12th graders. And you're looking for career and technical education or occupational education credit for year-long programs. We also have some summer programs. And so you are also eligible to consider some of the summer programs. We'll talk about that at the end of this slide deck. Stop me if I'm missing anything.
No.
So 3 classes, 3 class periods a day, 5 days a week for the full academic year, 2 semesters, right? 3 full credits, so you're earning 1.5 credits each semester. About 2.5-hour classes. Dual credit is something that's an advantage to a student in the Wanic program. So you're getting high school credit, and at the same time, you're getting the opportunity to earn college credit. We'll go into some details about that in a minute. Typically, might be periods 1 through 3 of your school day, or afternoon, period 4 through 6. And we rely on your school counselors to try to schedule, depending on how far away you're going from this school to the Wanic program, to schedule a period in the middle to give you some travel time. There's a few DigiPen programs offered in late afternoon, 3:30 to 6 o'clock after school. And so why would you want to consider that? What's in it for students? We think about the career experience. Here's a group of the fire and EMS students excitedly jumping. I don't know, maybe they were just asked to jump and take the photo at that very moment. Career experience, so you're going down that path, exploring some possible avenues that you might choose to continue through and get some experience while you're in the program. Employment preparation, advanced skill training. So all of these programs are looking at giving you real-world experience, hands-on experience. There's a lot of hands-on learning. State-of-the-art equipment. We've got some pretty expensive, nice equipment. We're going to go over some details on each of the programs in a minute. We'll go slide by slide on each program. You get a little bit of a glimpse of what they have. You get a chance to obviously connect with students from outside this district. If you think of 7 school districts and people crossing districts to join classes. The instructors are all coming from industry, so they're coming. We have, like for instance, a dental instructor that we ran into this morning in our main office. So she used to be a dental hygienist, and so now she's an instructor for the dental careers program. That opportunity to earn college credit or industry certifications. I will say a few things about what that means. And then there's always the option. What I love most about the Wanic programs is there's always the option to head right out of high school and out of these programs, out of graduation. You could step into a job with these skills, but you could also continue to pursue a 2-year college program along that pathway, similar, or maybe something different, and still take the college credit wherever you go. Or you could pursue a 4-year program as well. So it doesn't mean that you don't have to head to those options. All those options are still there for you. And then there's some student leadership opportunities that these might highlight. How many are familiar with any of these acronyms or these abbreviations? Yeah. What about DECA? Do you hear about DECA a lot? Okay, like the DECA, the business classes. So kind of similar to that. These are student leadership organizations, and the HOSA organization is for health careers, health occupations, student association. The TSA, has anybody heard about TSA, either in your middle school or high school? Do they have a TSA?
Airline thing.
Say again?
Airports.
Different.
Different, yeah,
Same
acronym,
different.
but different meaning. Technology Student Association. Let me ask real quick, did any of you go to Kirkland Middle School? Anybody here that went to Kirkland Middle? No? Okay.
I went to a choice school, Stella Scola. Then I went to Finn Hill Middle School, and then I went to Kamaikan.
Okay, I think Kamaikan and Finn Hill have TSA groups if they have those classes, technology or STEM classes.
Well, at that time I only had I had an IEP instead of a 504.
Okay. And we're going to say a word about that in a little bit too, about different kinds of supports we have. Skills USA is a student association that's connected to the automotive technology program. And this National Pro Start is connected to culinary arts. And then the DigiPen has, we're not sure about this year, what they might have, but the last few years before pandemic hit us all, and it did hit us all, right? They had a end of the year kind of a demonstration showcase with the DigiPen classes. So let's take a look. This is a 5-minute video, and I love this one because you get some students, some Wanic students interviewed talking about their experience. So this is a great one to catch the screen. I think we're gonna get volume.
Well, I started last minute. I was stressing about like what I wanted to do in the future, and my counselors talked to me about Wanic. And at first I was a little bit like, nah, that's nothing I want to do. But once I started getting into the swing of things, I got really excited. Once you get there, you just feel accomplished.
Being in the Wanic program has really been good for me to go through the textbook for both fire and EMS, and then go into the fire stations every week. I've been getting to do hands-on in both the classroom and at the station, So I've definitely learned that this is the creative path that I want to go into. Because Wanic allows me to earn college credits through this high school program, I'm planning on going to Everett Community College, getting my EMT, and then hopefully transferring to Central and getting my paramedic degree.
What they can look for is, curriculum that will be challenging. We say it's rigorous, but it's not ridiculous. This is a great place for students to come knowing that all of our instructors are really going to truly focus on meeting them where they are academically.
This class really means a lot to me. I was contemplating dropping out of school, and the instructors noticed that my attendance was getting lower and my home life was in a mess. All the instructors and the staff kept pushing me to get better, and I've caught up with everything, and I'm on track to graduate, and now I feel like I can do anything in the class. Like, I feel more confident than I ever have.
They built their confidence because they got to do something fun and exciting and challenging as part of a group. Then that's a huge win, whether they become firefighters or not.
We've got students that have actually come straight out of this course and gone into industry and been very successful, that were students that originally started off in special ed courses. So it's an area that we have passion about helping some of our greatest at-risk students. So we really kind of want to encourage counselors to think maybe outside the box, that yes, your students, our students, can do Cisco, and not only do it, but do it well.
When I came in, I was planning on just going into aerospace engineering after high school and like going to a college and studying that. But now that I'm here, I'm like, wow, I really love the automotive industry, and I could definitely see myself going into mechanical engineering and like getting into something like electric cars.
I found the most physically active program there was, and because I have ADHD, and I just can't handle the classroom setting.
After the program, I'm planning on taking a residency program as a firefighter to get my fire science degree that way. Then from there, becoming a full-time firefighter.
I'm the shop manager, and I've learned a lot of managing. I've had to, call people on the phone, had to talk to a lot of people and create those social skills.
I'm now currently a graduate of the CCNA program, and this program was just one of the most amazing programs I've ever completed. It taught me so many skills, it opened up so many doors for me.
They tell us that $60K out of high school for CCNA, so if that sounds pretty good to you, then I'd suggest taking the class.
95% of the students that complete a CTE program will graduate from college.
Right out of high school, I started working in the industry at a restaurant at the front desk, and just kind of slowly moved up into banquets and meetings and events, and here I am now as a director of conference services for a big luxury hotel. What you come and see in this classroom is what you'll see in a hotel, on a larger scale. No 2 days are ever the same, that's for sure, and I love what I do. It doesn't feel like work.
Currently, I'm a technical engineer. It's programming routers, programming switches, and just doing technical support on desktops, Windows, Mac OS, all little things. And this program pretty much set me up to learn all that.
It's far more than it was when I was growing up and going to school. Right now, it's more geared towards students who are looking for entry-level work, going to post-secondary, or going to college. Regardless of what their income level is, there's an opportunity for them to be successful.
I'm very excited to attend DigiPen, and my next year is going to be my first year attending there. So I'm just going to build up from what I have right now, all the experience that I'm getting right now from building games with another team.
I was talking to my counselor, and they offered Wanic to me, and they're talking to me about culinary because they knew I really love just going to restaurants, trying out new things.
It's a long class every day, but it's just absolutely rewarding.
Just kind of like a life-changing thing, and it's amazing.
I would definitely recommend it to any friend of mine.
Right, there's a listing of the most of the programs that we offer. We're increasing the offerings, especially for next year. Pretty exciting things coming up.
How do we get back to
Should tab at the top.
this one here?
Nope. Yep.
I think it's opening up in a different software, because this is just still in.
Oh, okay.
So I think we'll just go back to the home page.
Okay.
is just gonna take us back to new goal.
Okay.
Probably anyone know how to get to downloads quickly on the smart board by chance? Cool.
While we're looking for it,
It'd be files.
It's under PowerPoint, not
oh,
downloads.
okay.
We're back.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
we're back?
We're back.
We're back.
Okay.
We're back.
And I forgot to say at the beginning, stop us if you have questions, if I go too fast, or there's something that you feel like you missed, you wanna go back to. Any questions so far? Yes?
So next semester, me being a senior, I could apply for Wanic as a
For next school
for
year.
running start.
For next school year. Yeah. So what we're looking at here is, we're giving you this information as you start to sign up for next school year.
So if you're a
23,
senior now, it depends on if there are programs that your school district offer that you're gonna be continuing on with. If so, we can talk about that. If you're graduating this year, this is for incoming for next year, juniors and seniors. So if you're already a senior, it might not be a program that's available. But we could talk about that specifically, just you and me, okay?
At the end, yeah. So some requirements, you need to be at one of the high schools in our consortium, and you are here. Junior, senior, as Ms. Beck just said, you have registration, and then you have to have approval from your career specialists. You have to be on track to graduate at your home high school, so there's got to be room in your 11th grade, 12th grade schedule to go pursue these kinds of programs. Some of these programs require information session. That's a requirement to register. For instance, the DigiPen classes all have an information session that you have to attend. Some of the programs have prerequisites, and we'll highlight those as we go through the programs in a minute. And then there's priority enrollment for programs in the North Shore, Bellevue, and Issaquah district. So April 15th is a date to remember, and we'll say that again at the end here. We have an agreement in those districts where seats are held for Wanic.
We don't have our students go to any of those.
Okay,
'Cause
of those.
There's two, the transportation, they would not make it in time, so we just.
Into Bellevue classes or North Shore
Well,
classes?
Bellevue, not Bellevue School District, but
Yeah.
Bellevue College, to go to, but.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not referring to the college, but I'm referring to
Right.
to those, in those districts.
Yeah, we don't send to other districts. We just.
Yeah, logistically, just
Yeah, 'cause
logistically it doesn't.
so I was just, yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna save you some time, but I just took it all up telling you that doesn't
Okay.
apply to us.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, and that's new information for me. I thought, it was my understanding that, if your schedule works out, half your day could be here morning, half your day could be at North Shore, for example, in the auto or.
Okay, I lie, I'm sorry, I forgot that there's automotive right over
Yeah.
in the Boffles.
Okay.
Sorry guys.
So, and a key that she just highlighted is you have to have a reliable way to get to these programs, right? You have to have a transportation plan A, and I would submit you have to have a plan B too, right? So if plan A, if you have a carpool with somebody and then their car breaks down or something changes, you've got to have a plan B, right? What car could you borrow? Who can give you a ride? Or bus routes. On individual basis, sometimes we'll take 10th graders into some of the programs. Big expectations for these programs. You need to show up just like school, right? You've got to show up. Attendance is really critical to be present. And there's daily expectations, daily homework and assignments. But a lot of time is I would say given in class and less homework unless you're not getting it done during the class time. I think about it like a science class. You probably don't have a ton of homework in a science class. If you make good use of your time during science and lab time, you may not have something to take home. Turning things in on time, reading college level, technical writing is a part of that. Hands-on skills we mentioned, and working independently and with teams of students. We also have an expectation guide that breaks down program by program, and that's on our website. That'd be good to look at. We don't have time today, but I encourage you to look at the expectations for a particular program you're thinking about. Really important to consider a few of these things. Half your day spent in a different location. So So does that work for you, right? And the commitment and the logistics to get there. Some of the classes start as early as 7 a.m. This district is talking about shifting the start times of high schools for next year. I don't know, haven't heard a decision yet, but it's probably gonna be later than 7 a.m. But our programs are still gonna stay the same. We're not gonna shift to later start times. And then some classes, if you went to a DigiPen late afternoon, it would end as late as 6 p.m. So you have to consider those things and balance that with what you're doing, what your interests and extracurricular activities are. We follow the calendar for the program where that program sits. All right, and so if you're well, that's enough. That's all I'll say about that. And then it's often different than your home high school calendar might be, or if you're in a Running Start. You talked about Running Start programs. This is not a Running Start program. Attendance, I can't stress that enough, how important it is. You know this stuff. It's the big predictor for success, right? Because if you are missing a class of Wanic, a 3-credit class, right? About 2.5 hours for 1 day of class. That's like missing 3 class periods in your regular schedule. So it takes a big hit when you're absent. Scheduling, some ways to look at this and kind of get an idea of what it might look like. You could have the 3 periods of Wanic in the morning and a period to travel, and then you're back at your home high school. That's great. 7 periods. Or the home high school in the morning, a travel period, and then some Wanic in the afternoon for 3 classes, also good. Another option might be the home high school for 4 periods, and maybe you go to the DigiPen class in the late afternoon. That works. One that we get concerned about is this one here. This is really full. If you're doing your full day of high school here at Juanita, and then you go to the late afternoon DigiPen class for 3 periods till 6 o'clock, that can be a lot. All right. Tuition is always free. We do have supports for different school fees and material fees. We have barrier reduction funds. We also will pay for the required stuff, optional things, not so much for support for that. And another transportation support is that if you qualify, you're eligible for barrier reduction funds, kind of similar to free and reduced lunch funds. We can provide a gas card where you can fill that up once a week, or even an Orca bus pass. You want to say a few words about that?
Yeah, so part of my role, like I said, I work with the sending school districts, so all of our 7 school districts. Every one of those schools may have students who come to our programs and they might have IEP plans, 504 plans, health needs, so healthcare plans. So I kind of watch out for that and make sure that all of the supports are in place when the student comes. And if students are in that kind of category, I work with the schools before, like while they're doing registration, to make sure it's a good fit and prepare for the students to come. Sometimes people just need a little bit more support in order to be successful, but that's kind of my role, to make those connections and to partner with students and teachers, counselors, career specialists to make sure that it's a great fit. So on our website, I just updated it yesterday, there's a portion where it says Wanic supports. That's kind of my page for anybody in a 504 or IUP situation that might need additional supports. So this is kind of for our career specialists. If there are IEP case managers that are interested in making those connections, make sure they fill out the form that's on that page and then contact me, and I'll come in, go to IEP meetings, kind of do some planning, collaboration in that way. So really, really important to have those conversations well ahead of time so that we're got everything dialed in for you. So that's kind of my role. I do have to say I have to go. I have another appointment that it's going to be awkward. I'm going to have to leave a little bit early. But if you do have questions and you fit into that category, just find my information on the website, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Feedback.
I mentioned dual credit opportunities, so you're earning high school credit. At the same time, you can also then have this opportunity to get college credit. And if you have a B grade or better for the 2 semesters all year, and then in the spring, by the end, deadline is in June, and if this last year was $50 for all the college credit, whether you're taking classes here at Juanita that fall into CTE, or you're taking our Wanic programs that fall under CTE. And we have these articulated agreements with, mainly with Lake Washington Technical Institute, LW Tech, and Bellevue College. And so then it's worth pursuing that to get that credit transcribed onto a college transcript. And then anywhere you choose to go down the road, and you may not go there right away, but eventually you may decide to change your mind, head to a college. You can take that transcript and have the next college take a look at that and see what they can transfer in.
I will say that's one of the best deals around that many people just don't know about. If you take, as an example, the medical careers class, and you qualify, if you qualify for the dual credit, you can get like 12 credits of 12 college credits, 12 to 14, something like that. And that's like, that saves you so much time and money when you do make a choice to when you go on to your college experience. So just keep that in mind, it's huge.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And I mentioned industry recognized certifications, IRCs, certificates in different programs, right? So like from the auto program to the Cisco, you saw in the video, the Cisco network program, the culinary arts, the dental careers, the health sciences, sports medicine, all of these in yellow, these certificates that you could use and step into, advance yourself into a job outside of high school. Again, here's a snapshot of the program. Then we're gonna zip through slide by slide and get to see a little bit more detail about these. And when we do that, I want you to draw attention to, especially like prerequisites. We have about 10 minutes, is that right, less?
8.
8, okay. So in the North Shore School District, close to us, health, sciences, careers, nursing, there in the high school. We also have that at our location. Let me start with that. Our location here, our main campus on the LW Tech campus, we're gonna offer next year new aviation technology class. We have dental careers, fire and EMS. It's a 2-year program. Health sciences or nursing. Another program that's new is ISB systems medicine and medical careers. So those are all nearby, up the hill from Taco
I want to
Bell.
highlight something really quick. LW Tech, some people think they're signing up to go to the college, to be a part of the college, LW Tech. Clearly we are not LW Tech and we're not connected to the college, we're just using their space. Our skills center is there, but we're not connected to the college. So just so that's clear. Some people think, oh, I'm going to college. No, our high school programs are at the college.
Yeah. A variety of programs at the DigiPen campus, a new one, data analytics and visualization. And then all these programs in the Bellevue district, one program in the Issaquah district, sports medicine, and then close to us up north, baking and pastry was new this year. Next year they're gonna open up a location for the building industry tech core plus. Let's look at what those look like. Okay, all right, thanks.
Sorry everybody, I have to leave a little bit early.
Automotive technology at 2 locations, Bellevue High School and Bellevue High School. 2-year program available. Again, what I mentioned, the early, the priority application date, April 15th on a lot of these in 3 districts, right? In Bellevue, Issaquah, and North Shore. Industry certifications. Some comments from some of the students that are in there. And stop me if you have questions about a program. So this is our opportunity to go through about 15, 16 programs here real quick, give you a glimpse. These are all on our website as well. Brand new aviation technology. Prerequisite that's important is that you have to have successful completion of geometry before you're ready to enroll in this class. It's not making you a pilot, but it's putting you on that course to many aviation industry occupations such as pilot or unmanned aircraft systems operator, aircraft controller. Students end up getting these ground school certificates in this VFR, which is, let me remember here, visual flight requirements, and then IFR, this is all new to me, IFR, instrument flight requirements, as well as drone requirements, right? right? So it puts you in a position to earn these certifications, but then it doesn't give you the hours that you'll need if you want to go on to fly a plane and be a pilot. Questions? Baking and pastries. Again, in the Bothell High School School District, North Shore School District, Bothell High School. Brand new this year. It's going in the second year. Baking and pastry, little glimpse. When I talked about like quality equipment and what the lab looks like, it's like a commercial kitchen, right, in a bakery class. Building Industry Technologies, the Core Plus construction program. It's opening a new location at Bothell High School. So right now we've had it at Interlake High School in Bellevue, but a little closer to you I think would be the Bothell option. Just up the hill from the ranch, if you know where the ranch burgers are, in Bothell. Basic construction skills, high-tech shop equipment, right? There's a connection now for next year to a carpenter apprenticeship program. Cisco networking, you saw that in the video a little bit. At Newport High School in Bellevue, a 2-year program is available. You could do a second year. And some certifications there. Some other snapshots of this. Culinary arts at Newport High School in Bellevue. 2 years is available. Variety of food-related industries, and again, kind of commercial kitchen setting at Newport High School. Some comments from students. That would have been a great class. I would have loved that class just because it would have set me up better to cook. And dental careers. We have this located on our main campus here at LW Tech, up the street. And the opportunity to step right out into a dental career in Washington State. And then there's an opportunity to get another certification if you want to go to other states with dental careers. I will admit, when I go into this class, I get nervous because I don't like going to the dentist. When I go to the dentist, my heart rate increases. I get a little tense. When I go into this class and they're doing tools and this kind of stuff, I can feel myself tense up a little bit. But they love it. Fire and EMS program. It's an option to take it for 2 years. Taught by active duty firefighters. So when they're off duty from their local fire stations, they are the instructors. So we might have about 5 instructors, male and female firefighters, going through that program. They are your teachers. You saw that in the video a little bit. Their big event is at the end of the year where they do a live fire event. That's where these photos are in their what they call their bunker gear. The nursing, health sciences careers, 2 locations, 3. Ours, the Sammamish High School in Bellevue and Woodinville High School. So for you, closest one would be ours on the Wanic campus. Biology is recommended, so not required, but recommended.
Hey Steve,
Yep.
we have like 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'm thinking having some questions.
Yeah. You bet. So that's nursing, medical careers. I've got double slides in on each one. Sports medicine in Issaquah. This is new. Systems biology. Prerequisite is biology. You have to have biology first. The DigiPen classes, right? And we've mentioned those already. Brand new one. Algebra 2 is required. The music class. Video game programming. And then applying. Application process opens up January 24th and closes April 15th, right? And we still have the opportunity to have registrations after that, but it's all about available seats. What I want to stress is the open house event. In March 16th, and I'm sure there'll be announcements coming through your Career Center. That's a great opportunity for you and your parent guardian to show up and ask questions and meet teachers. How about questions right now, with just a minute to go? Yes?
For someone wanting to go out of state, for school.
For college?
Yeah. So, like, how would it work versus just like the APs? Because AP is more of a national thing.
AP Advanced Placement?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the credits, transferring the credits.
Yeah.
That's
Transferring the
yeah.
CTE credit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in a CTE Wanic program and you pursue that college credit opportunity with our program, then it gets put onto a college transcript. It might be like Lake Washington Tech Institute or Bellevue College. And then if you apply to a university or college outside of state or in state, you just say, hey, look, here's my college credit transcript from when I was in high school, and you give that to the college, and they look at that and say, hey, we'll take these credits, we'll transfer these if you want. That kind of thing. All right. Thank you very much. I encourage you to send us questions or give us a call. Come to the open house. All right. Great question. Can I answer your question? Yep. Okay. Any other questions?
Is there any possible way to join? Because I want to learn